Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it, and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. This is the latest iteration of the Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra 41mm. Redesigned for 2017, the watch sits a bit differently on the wrist. Changes to the end profiles, the strap, the crown guard, the dial, even the movement. It's a full refresh of the 2002 to present surf and turf Seamaster, the Aqua Terra, equally at home in the banquet hall of the yacht club or on the deck of a vessel. Now the watch is versatile and it's a great candidate to be your only watch. You can see why on my 16cm circumference wrist. The timepiece is relatively compact, 41mm from 9 to 3. There is no anti-shearing guard on this generation of Aqua Terra, so it is quite compact across the wrist. Lug-to-lug 47.8mm, and you can see it does wear that. The timepiece is also relatively slim as these Seamasters go, 13.4mm, and considerably more compact with a conical bezel rather than a rotating style professional dive as you'd find on the 300 meters, the 300s, and the Planet Oceans. You also appreciate the fact that though it looks to be an integrated strap with a proprietary junction, it's actually a lug profile that will accept any aftermarket 20mm strap. So as long as you size properly, you will have a world of alternatives in the 20mm size. There is a little bit of an end link built in and a crosshatch pattern molded into the vulcanized rubber strap. There's a light contrasting gray stitch, and it's handsome because it rides inside raised panels that flank the center cross-hatching. It's a surprisingly well thought out strap. There are a few undulations on the underside to lift the strap above the wrist and help it to vent. It is very supple. It feels almost like silicone, even though it's the more durable and more expensive vulcanized rubber. The clasp with satin finish as well as polished twin trigger release for security, and you can see inside there is a little bit of a minderless system, so you actually tuck the excess length under the clasp, so when it's buckled down and sized, there's no excess length flapping about, and there are no minder loops necessary to control it. It's a very clean look. This clasp has been around forever in the Omega catalog, but Omega got it right out of the gate. I'm happy it's still with us. You can see this is the traditional Seamaster and Speedmaster case, lyre style lug. It has the polished flared bevels and the sheer satin finished sides. You will note changes here. A new crown for 2017, polished as well as blasted, without the shear guards that previously flanked the crown pre-2017. It's a bit of a cleaner look. Empirically, I can say the real change from a functional standpoint is that eyes closed, it's easier to grip this crown. It is a real benefit, and I don't think it's any more vulnerable to impact or shearing in the real world. The dial features a few changes. You can see from the 6 o'clock date up to the Omega marquee at 12, you're running perpendicular to the teak deck concept, and that teak deck runs from 9 to 3 rather than from 12 to 6 as in the past. There's a little bit of a step down to an outer track featuring minutes and seconds, all applique hour indices, as you'll note also applique Omega logo and marquee, vintage inspired broad arrow hand for the minutes, and of course the watch does feature an array of precision setting aids, including stop seconds or hacking, so you can synchronize to a reference time, but also a travel time function, so you can move that hour hand independently of the minutes, the seconds, and you can use it to drive the date forward or backwards depending on which direction you're traveling across the international date line. So it's a very handy watch and a practical one. Appreciate the fact that the seconds hand is loomed. Every watch with a loomed dial should feature that particular flourish. I appreciate it from an Omega. You can see 150 meters water resistant, but you still get a display case back, caliber 8900, evolved over the previous 8500 in that it is now a Metas chronometer, meaning the standard established by Omega and the Swiss Federal Institute of Metrology is applied. It meets the COSC standards, but it goes beyond. Instead of a test of a bare movement, it's a test of a full-cased watch. Instead of a test in 5 positions and adjustment, it is a test in 6 positions with adjustment. It also includes tests of winding efficiency, power reserve, anti-magnetism, and water resistance. The 8-station test is rendered on a 60-hour power reserve twin mainspring barrel automatic coaxial caliber. The coaxial tri-level tangential contact escapement developed by George Daniels, industrialized, serialized, and ultimately perfected by Omega. It improves timing stability as well as reduces maintenance requirements. Full balance bridge with a free-sprung index for shock resistance and an SI14 silicone hairspring that renders the watch not anti-magnetic but amagnetic. Twin mainspring barrels, as you can see, helping the watch avoid a drop-off of of balance amplitude and torque from the power supply, especially after 24 hours when a Rolex amplitude can get a bit soft. The Omega stays stiff and strong, keeps good time with precision and isochronism. Now, the watch does feature a quirky beat rate of 25,200 vibrations per hour and unique decoration. As you can see, Cote de Genève in spiraled arabesque with blackened rather than polished or blued screws. It is the full package. A wonderful feat of engineering that's handsome to look at, contained within a watch that is welcome anywhere and would look good on wrists of all sizes and shapes. You can see this Seamaster Aqua Terra and make it yours on the watch box. Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra. Black by day, blue by night.